We have all become accustomed to the sights and wiles of our own individual lives. For me, this pertains to my beautiful college campus, the sunny days with friends, and the late nights working hard to study or hanging out with friends in my dorm. But what if all of this was cut short? Imagine your nighttime life was just not possible, or even your phone or even appliances were not accessible or did not even exist. How different would your life be if you had no access to your everyday conveniences? This is the reality for many in the world, having to get everything done during the day due to them not having access to affordable, reliable, and sustainable energy, or having totally different disadvantaged lives due to unequal resources. Hello, my name is Kaylin Harmon, and I'm going to be informing you about the United Nations Sustainability Goal to ensure access to affordable, reliable, sustainable, and modern energy for all. Electricity is a necessity in our lives. Whether you realize it or not, you use energy in many forms all day. From work to play to health to sustenance, electricity is an integral component in all of our lives, which is why it is astounding to think that in the year 2000, 2 in 10 people globally had no access to energy. This issue has improved greatly over the years, with an average of 334,000 gaining access to electricity each day since 2000. However, much of this energy shortage is concentrated in less developed countries like those in sub-Saharan Africa. For example, in South Sudan, only 8.4% of their population had access to electricity as of 2022. This is why the United Nations is working to implement Sustainable Development Goal number 7. SDG 7 focuses on energy challenges in 2 aspects, one being ensuring access to clean and affordable energy, which has a time constraint of 2030, and the second focusing more effort into transitioning the world towards net zero emissions by 2050. Since all of the Sustainable Development Goals are so broad in their territory, as it is a worldwide effort, there are indicators set in place to help keep these improvements in check. The 2030 milestones include 500 million more people gaining access to electricity, 1 billion more people gaining access to clean cooking solutions, and fossil fuel consumption subsidies being redirected towards renewable energy and energy efficiency. But there are also more long-term goals included in these plans as well. These are emphasized in the 2050 milestones, which include phasing out coal power plants globally by 2040, developing 60 million jobs in renewable energy and energy efficiency, and ensuring universal access to electricity in all healthcare facilities and schools worldwide. While these plans acknowledge that all countries need work in these areas to reach these milestones, we have to ensure that more attention and resources are given to less developed countries. One way to do this is by simply increasing investment into these goals in these specific areas. The potential of many countries that simply don't have access to energy is immense. Thus, by ensuring energy access, we are simultaneously opening the door up to more innovation, technology, and data. Some of the greatest minds of our time could currently be undereducated and just not have the resources to use their brain to its full capacity. Not only will ensuring that these goals are met bring about more sustainable practices, but our economies will flourish, green jobs will increase, and overall well-being will increase as quality of life improves in less developed countries and the overall health of the environment improves globally. However, many organizations must come together to ensure this goal actually happens. This includes member states, organizations, banks, businesses, communities, regional governments, and many others. These new policies and procedures will bleed into many aspects of life, and we must all work together to allocate and conform to them. We all must advocate for all the moving parts of this goal to coordinate, monitor, and work towards them, which is why I urge you to get involved in this effort. Look into local businesses and the people you personally support in your daily lives. This could be from the company of the yogurt you buy at the supermarket to the school in which you learn. Each institution has a role in this goal, and you can research and see if they are making avid efforts. If not, simply by not buying or using certain services is a form of defiance against the use of non-renewable resources and unsustainable practices. Also, try speaking out on these issues to ensure they get addressed. This could look like protesting, but could also look like making blogs and educating the community on promises made in these agreements of these goals and the insufficient work that has been put into them. We should be dedicating more funds and resources into implementing new energy systems worldwide. This may seem like an unreachable goal in the way that we must change the nature of our society in many different ways, to allocate for new energy sources and stop unsustainable practices. But all we need to do is simply start with just one city at a time. Even if we inch slowly towards this goal, it would be much better for our world and its inhabitants than doing nothing at all as it slowly degrades due to the effects of our ways. Thank you.